Hey there. I'm real tired. I've been up for many hours, not had many sleeps. But before I drift off, have another little talk with you guys because I've left it like almost a month. I don't know how it went that fast. It hasn't felt like that long. Uh, I have been studying a lot of things. Ugh. I've been studying a lot of things. I can't get into detail because I'll spend too long jumping from adjacent thought to fucking adjacent thought. But the thing I'm starting to realize is, I'll try and put it very basically without getting too into it. You and I, and well, let's just keep it as in people right now, or individuals, humans. You and I, as humans, are like uh, nodes in a network, or like a you know what I mean when I say nodes in a network. A net, like the middle points in the net that hold each part together. Each node in the network being connected to, well, in the world that we exist in, I believe every node that each of us are is intimately connected with every other node that exists, but not in an obvious manner, in an occult, a veiled, hidden manner, but a manner in which is there and which can be accessed. We can tap into interaction with one another, and there's power in that. We each, as nodes within a network, have the ability to function in a unique way in relation to all other beings, to all other nodes, and within that unique function that we each carry out in our day-to-day lives, that is what brings our unique value to the world, our indisposable, invaluable value that we each are. We each are invaluable for this reason, for the fact that we bring a unique perspective to the world that no other person can bring. And within this conceptualization, that is that we are each a node connected to the rest of the world in an intimately unique way. There's no one that has the connections, the interactions with the world that each of us has. The world each of us interacts with is intimately different in that aspect, in that relative nature. All of this speaks to the Buddhist concept of shunyata. If you're interested, look that up. Shunyata. That's underneath everything I'm talking about in terms of relativity. Shunyata is often translated as emptiness or voidness, but it's better understood from my perspective, or from the perspectives of modern people I've studied, is to understand shunyata as relativity, as the relative nature of all things, of all beings. See, I went a little off topic then, but this is just my mind. I've got so many thoughts going in different directions, and I'm very tired, but I love you all so much, and I want to give you this information. I want to hug you all with my fucking mind, and I believe that's possible because of what I'm trying to say. We are all a node in this global network, okay? Let's make this more concrete, because I feel like this might sound a bit up in the air for a lot of yous. When you go out into the world, or even we can limit this to just an online space. Say, for example, when you interact with someone online, this is two nodes interacting, a function is going on. There's an exchange, and in order for this function to function, there needs to be a certain set of values input into whatever the fuck's going on. These values in this aspect are each of our individual perspectives. We each gain, we each come to value particular things in a particular way relative to the experiences we've had with those particular things, with those beings, with those people, etc., etc. Say, for example, we'll take the concept of Christianity. Religion, but more specifically, we'll just use Christianity to make it sound more concrete. Say two Christians, or say I come to meet a Christian, and I know a bit about Christianity, and they tell me they're a Christian, and I need to ask them for me to understand, what is it that you mean when you say you're a Christian? What is Christianity to you? And often this will be, there'll be a simple answer like what Christianity is on the outside, but I'll need a bit more of a what I'm attempting to explain is, when each of us say, for example, we're a Christian, or we're a Muslim, or we're a Buddhist. Shout out my fucking friend, just talking about him, I'm a Romanian brother. But aside, when we speak of ourselves as identifying with a religion like this, the religion, the conceptualized structure that we are speaking of identifying with, this is not the same thing that each of us is referring to. Two Christians can be both considered Christians and think they're each the same thing, but the Christianity they each inherently refer to as a innately different structure due to the fact that throughout their relationship with whatever Christianity is, they've gained entirely unique perspectives. Say, for example, you can make a very exact, like, kind of analogy rather, with something more concrete and most people understand. Most people have this relationship. Take, for example, a mother. All people have mothers. Most people have relationships with their mothers. But it would be silly of me to assume that because you and I both have relationships with our mothers, that my relationship with my mother is the same as your relationship with your mother, or that the mother I know as mine is the same as the mother that you know as yours, because they're completely different people. And in this exact same way, Christians, Muslims, whatever identifying religion, these people refer to each other as though they have the same mother, but they're referring to characteristics which are that of an individual nature. They're referring to a construct, that is to say, a conceptualization within their mind, and that cannot be the same, because it's like the relationship you have with it is that what you come to know. It's not Christianity. There's no Christianity outside of your relationship with what you know Christianity to be. There's no anything outside of your relationship with what you know that thing to be. And this is shunyata. And this underlies everything. Underlies all knowledge, all things that there are that can be identified with. I've spoken a little bit, I've gone on tangents. I really just wanted to speak to you guys because I love you all so much. There needs to be a better way for us to, I need to speak to you guys more intimately. Not like physically or you seeing me, but like I need to get what's in my head expressed out better. Yeah. So yeah, remember, if you meet someone who seems to identify with the same set of ideas or beliefs as you, remember that the ideas and beliefs that you think you have, those are unique relationships, unique perspectives on that idea of which you've come to. Other people's perspectives on that same idea, that same concept, will be different due to their perspective on experiences within whatever that concept is. Christianity, fucking music, art, schooling, anything, whatever it is. Parents, mothers, fathers, siblings. All these things are relative in nature. All things are relative in nature. Yeah. I love you guys. I don't. There's not much else to say. I've spoken a bit, but yeah, we're all nodes in a network. The network's not visible to our eyes, but it's visible to unknowing to quote Dionysius the Areopagite. Shouts out Alan Watts for fucking leading me to that dude. That fucking 6th century Syrian monk motherfucker. I love you guys. We'll talk later.